Oh, big right hand.
He's out. Oh, outrage. Oh, God.
My God.
This is what happens when loud mouths meet reality. Arrogance grows, and so does the fall. Just look how he flew out of the ring. The crowd erupted, and even the commentators couldn't hide their laughter. That's Bernard Hopkins, known for his controversial personality and disdain for white people.
I would never let a white boy beat me.
Despite his abrasive ways, both inside and outside the ring, there's no denying his talent. Already a legend, a former undisputed middleweight champion, a two-division world champion, and the oldest fighter in history to win a world title. At 51 years old, he wasn't just fighting Father Time. He was flipping him off in one last fight. Standing across from him that night was Joe Smith Jr., a rugged, hard-hitting construction worker turned contender. He was supposed to be the exit door, so unknown that some commentators barely bothered to say his name. Just another opponent, filling space on a legend's farewell tour. But Hopkins didn't even see him as a real challenge. In his eyes, Joe was just another name standing in the way of history.
Special. Common.
He made no effort to hide it. Words dripping with arrogance, mocking the underdog before the first punch was thrown. But what Hopkins didn't know was that history has a way of humbling even kings. The bell rang. Joe Smith came out swinging aggressively, his punches sharp and hungry, but Hopkins' experience immediately showed. Known for his intellectual approach and defensive mastery, Hopkins initially held his ground in the middle rounds. But Joe Smith's heavy punches began to find their target, and Hopkins started showing signs of slowing down. Smith's relentless body shots began to wear Hopkins down, visibly reducing his mobility. By the 7th round, everything changed when Bernard's hook shook the Irishman. But Joe Smith fired back with brutal punches, sending Hopkins flying out of the ring. The referee let the count reach 20 before finally stopping the fight. The man who once belittled opponents was reminded that arrogance has a cost, and fame doesn't grant immunity. History delivered its lesson. Swift, unflinching, and unforgettable.